Jay Slater's best friend has claimed he saw him slipping on rocks during a video call on the day he vanished in Tenerife.
And police are now calling for specialist volunteers to take part in a new large-scale search, as, of course, that search enters its 13th day.
Let's talk to the former head of Lambeth Missing Persons Unit, Mike Neville. Good to see you again, Mike. What do you make of this new claim that's been put forward?
Well, it's I've got to say it continues the view of the Spanish police that he actually got lost and has gone missing. There's been all sorts of speculation that there was some kind of drugs involvement in this or a kidnap. And, of course, the police will look at every single lead. But what we have here now is another friend coming forward, seemingly with no ulterior motive, to say, look, I had a video call, I could see his feet, he was sliding down some rocks. Why it's taken so long for him to come forward, I don't know. But obviously this just gives more credence to the theory that he was on his own and some kind of accidents happened. And of course, at 10 o'clock UK time, the Spanish police are launching an even more a larger search, as you've indicated. So I think the Spanish police are sticking with their original theory. No doubt they're looking into every other possibility, but this seems to be what they think has happened to Jay.
Yeah, I mean, there's an awful lot of fevered speculation now in the press, and some serious investigative reporters have been out there looking at the sort of drugs angle, and did he mix in with the wrong people? Did he become a victim, or did he try to do something himself and end up running from them? We simply don't know. But at the same time, the police are still launching this massive manhunt. So we don't really know whether they're looking inward or outward. But clearly, money is still being spent in vast amounts now on a search that if he really did just go missing, 13 days on, he can't be alive, can he?
Yeah, and I think that's probably right, unless he's fallen in with some kind of hermit or something like that. We can only hope and pray for his parents and family that he's still alive, but it would seem, of course, very unlikely because the clothing he was wearing is neither suited to a very hot day or a very cold night. And the terrain that we see there, you know, there's so many hidden places, not only behind rocks in caves, but also in vegetation, trees and the like. So this is why they're calling on volunteers. And of course, the whole island's tourism, that's what dominates their economy. So for the highest levels of the government there, they'll want a conclusion to this to show that people are safe on the island, and that the police will do everything in their power to try and find anybody who's gone missing. But I'm just looking at the images you're showing, it's the vastness of the place, and this is why I think the Spanish police are really thinking we've got to do something now, get as many volunteers as possible and try and bring this to some conclusion. And at least whatever happens, let's hope there's some kind of ending for the parents. But as I've said, I think the Spanish police are really sticking with the idea that he went missing by accident. But, of course, they'll be looking at every other possibility as well.
OK. Mike, thanks very much indeed. You can only hope they find him one way or another in all of this, just for the sake of the family.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know...
But still, I mean, the rumours and the theories and, you know, the armchair sleuths, the internet sleuths, as they're calling them, are coming up with so many wild ideas. But some of which, as I say, you know, there's quite a few of the newspapers today, they've sent serious investigative reporters over there, and something is very strange.
It doesn't seem quite right, does it? But it's...
But you don't know.
It's that fine line between having to examine all possibilities, but also sort of stringing out false hope as well. And I don't know how you find a balance with that.